Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to run an actual post-purchase flow that turns strangers into VIPs over one of the shortest periods of time that you could possibly do. Now, break this into 3 paths for this brand specifically, where when they place their first order, they go down this part. When they place their second order, they go down this part. And when they place their third order, they go down this part. And obviously, if they go beyond that, they're already a VIP. Now, what we do here is by purchase 3, they're now a VIP. They qualify for early drops, early access, discounts, unique opportunities within the brand from there, right? So when they're here, they're new. They've just placed their first order. They don't really care much about your brand from there, okay? And then by this point, they're like, okay, I kind of love the shit that they're doing from here, right? Now, I've developed this from 5 years of doing email marketing, doing a number of different post-purchase flows. This is great for like your lifestyle brands, accessory brands, supplements, consumables, low to mid-ticket stuff. I wouldn't necessarily do this for like a single product brand, and I wouldn't do this for like a high-ticket brand as well. But this is £100 million in the making. Right, so we do this in 3 paths. I'm going to jump in real quick and zoom in a little bit more for you. Like I said, we obviously split it between like first, second, third purchase and fourth from there. Now, all we do for the first one is we confirm the order, right? Share a little bit of information with the customer, and we let them know like, hey, you're this close to becoming a VIP. So we introduce like, hey, you're going to be a VIP soon. 2 more purchases until VIP status is unlocked. I'll fire up the email so you can have a look. And then it tells them like, hey, does exclusive discounts, giveaways, early event invites, and top secret drop intel sound good to you? This kind of goes against like how a lot of marketing agencies that do email tell you should do post-purchase, but it forgets the fact that most people don't really care much about your brand. They care about what they can get from you at this point, okay? So we're stacking like loads of really valuable information here about what they can get, all right? So it's like, hey, the full experience is almost yours. Get the first look at your new collection, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, and then shop now, and then hey, start with these, and we share some of the best-selling products from here, right? Really, really straightforward, okay? And then the second email, we basically send that, 7 days later is kind of the nice point that we have right now, where we basically give them, take 10% off to help you reach VIP. It's reminding people that VIP status is nearly there and they have a code that they can use from there. Straightforward. Now, we're going to add to this with more data that comes. We might be that we have a third email, but at the moment we've got 2. 2's working really, really well. Now, what we're doing on the second one, we're just split testing a 7 and 14-day period right now, but the content's pretty much the same. And we added this split test in just to see if the time delay is better over 2 weeks or over 7 days. So really, really straightforward. The first one's like, hey, here's a free gift. And it's like, you're 1 purchase away from becoming a VIP, right? Specific code. And it's like, hey, you can get free shipping and unlock VIP status. So it's like, you're there, like you're so close. Literally just 1 more, right? Just 1 more, a reminder what there is, and then find your next buy. Suggest some of the great products. Again, really, really simple. As you can see, we're not going into great lengths of like, hey, this is how great we are as a brand. This is the material for our products. Like, it's not needed at this stage and at this part of the journey, right? And then the last one is just a reminder of free shipping. With some great imagery from there. Free shipping, just 1 more purchases until you gain VIP status. Just 1 more, get free shipping, and then it's the same as the code and then the products. As you can see, a bit of a pattern throughout all of them, right? At this point, they know that they're very close to like getting loads of stuff. They're starting to warm to the brand. They've got a couple of outfits or a couple of items. They've been wearing them to the gym. They love them. They love the feel. They love the product. They already know how good the product is because they've tried it twice. And then very simply at the end, it's like, hey, you're now a VIP. Here's what's next. And it basically tells them like, hey, you're now a VIP. You feel like part of the crew. You've secured a place amongst the elite. This is what you're going to get. And then it reminds people like, hey, to maintain VIP rank and keep your benefits, you simply just carry out 3 purchases every 365 days. and then we just give them an option for here. Now, we're not really trying to push for the sale from here, because what we do at this point is we then send people consistent 1 to 2 emails a month purely for the VIPs, which is typically a plain text from what looks like the founder, to remind people of what's going on in the background, to share a little bit more of the story, to test ideas, to put offers out there. And we're getting those VIPs to spend more and more and more from there. So what we get here is like somebody who, you know, starts here, they buy a product, and they don't know when they first bought that they're like on the VIP journey, but they get told quite quickly, like, hey, you're going to become a VIP now. And then the second one, it's like, you're so close. And then the third one is like, you're now there. Campaigns from there. So this is a really simple one. It didn't need to be a really long video to kind of break it down, but like, I found this to be one of the best post-purchase journeys for a product like this, for example. So if you're selling a similar product, you know, whether it's like as a consumables, fashion, sportswear, accessories, this is one of the best ways to just take people from A to Z as quick as possible. What you'll notice in here is we don't have any really long how to get the most from your gym wear. Like, people are not stupid. You know, put my gym wear on, look hot, train, get swole, everything's great. So create that journey, VIP journey. You can do this as many purchases as you want, like, but we found 3 to be the sweet spot from here. Really, really straightforward from there. Now, obviously, if you want me to build this for you, book a call. I'll show you how you can do it, and then we'll build it out for you. Cheers.